Newsmax.
Folks, check out this moment when a Daily Show host realizes his audience supports terrorism.
Tonight, the FBI and ATF now investigating multiple cases of possible arson targeting Teslas and Cybertrucks.
This dramatic video shows multiple cars in flames. Police say the attacker used Molotov cocktails. It's the latest in more than a dozen instances of arson and vandalism targeting Tesla.
The same suspect shot more Teslas with a gun. Tesla Cybertrucks were set on fire in Kansas City, and earlier this month, shots fired at a Tesla dealership in Oregon. Cybertrucks on fire in Seattle.
Wow, you guys like petty acts of domestic terrorism, huh?
Let's bring in a Mississippi RNC delegate and host of Middays with Gerard, Super Talk Mississippi, Gerard Gibbert, plus Brianna Lyman, elections correspondent at The Federalist. Hello, you two. Brianna, not only is the audience pro-terrorism, but I get pro-eco-terrorism, too. You know, when one of these Tesla batteries catches on fire, they release all those toxins into the air that are deadly to humans. Firefighters, they got to carry that special foam around to keep the engines from reigniting after these battery-operated cars catch fire. What does it say about these left-wing kooks who claim to love the environment, but that all goes out the window when Elon Musk takes away their corruption tools in government?
They don't love the environment. They love trying to push their left-wing agenda. And there's 2 points to be made about this. First of all, conservatives over the past few years, we have boycotted places like Bud Light, Target, you name it. And you know what we never did? Set anything on fire. We simply stopped buying the products, right? That's how we protest, whereas the left becomes violent. And that is a common theme throughout the left. You go back to 2020, the Black Lives Matter riots, not protests, where they were burning down private businesses over $1 billion in damage, right? And unfortunately, because the progressive left has co-opted the media, they are portraying these as just protests, right? Acts of standing up against Elon Musk and not as domestic terrorism, which it is.
Yeah, they're savages, absolute savages. And as you rightly point out, the biased press stands out in front of burning buildings and such and says it's mostly a peaceful protest. It's crazy. Gerard, Tim A. Walz was a guest on Pretty Boy Gavin Newsom's podcast, and Walz says that he intimidates MAGA folks because, you know, he can fix his own truck and he's really masculine. This was Caitlyn Jenner's reaction on X. It reads, quote, "I am more masculine than Governor Walz." Your thoughts, sir?
Well, I think Caitlyn pegged it, honestly. Of course, we've reached a point, have we not, Chris, in this country where masculinity is considered toxic. But as my producer likes to say, dudes in dresses are celebrated by the left in the public square. I mean, that's just how upside down things are.
No, it's very, very true. And I don't know. I kind of object, and guys, give me about 15, 20-second response apiece. I kind of reject the Democrats' idea that the best woman for the job is a man. What do you think, Brianna?
Yeah, absolutely. And with Tim Walz, his masculinity is so terrifying. Remember, he was brought on for Kamala Harris to win over the male demographic. And between 2020 and 2024, 18 to 19-year-old men shifted 29 points to the right. So it didn't work.
Yeah. Well, Gerard, Mr. Gladhands didn't exactly sell masculinity, did he?
Well, they don't call him Tampon Tim.